Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Skyrim Plus. Today we are featuring Nyth, a new player home by Lierin of Mixwater Mods. Let's check out the map. Here we are at Nyth, and to our southeast is the Heartwood Mill, and east of that is Riften, and here we are again at Nyth. Let's begin by entering through the candle-lit front gate, and we're surrounded by apple trees on either side of us. As we head further down the path, we enter another candlelit gate into the stable area, where you can find a couple of dogs wearing the Dawnguard armor, a couple of chickens and their nests, and a cow that you can milk once a day for a jug of milk. Heading back outside of the gate and going to the right, we find a fall-themed display. We've got pumpkins, a birdhouse, a wagon wheel, a water spout, and a watering can. Just opposite of this display is a flower bed with mushrooms and some plants on the outside of it. You also have a star decoration made up of Dwemer gear and saws, and look at that little bird chilling out on the pitchfork. Speaking of birds, here's a little tiny cute birdhouse over here. Through this gate, we have a garden that has 20 soils for you to plant whatever you want, as well as including potatoes, tomatoes, carrots, leeks, elves ears, frost miriam, garlic, etc. Basically, lots of useful food and ingredients. Next to the garden is a gazebo with a big bonfire. You can turn the fire on or off through this kindling. I'm going to leave it on. Might do some entertaining later. The dark elf lanterns make this area seem warm and inviting. And look at your lake backdrop. It doesn't get much better than this. Like the little sandwiches they left behind. And look at the smoke bellowing from the top of the flames. And when you're not out adventuring and trying to save the world, you need a hobby, so why don't you take up fishing? There's some harvestable salmon. And this looks like it's almost like an observation deck for a fort, but maybe your kids could use this as like a tree house or something. It's got a few dummies for you to practice with. And I just can't get over this lake view and these trees. Look at this setting. How awesome is this? I would love to live at this place in real life. Look at that color. Okay, here's a non-bloody wood chopping block, so you might prefer to use that one, or maybe not. And then you've got some death bells, and then we're going to head to the front porch. Right there on that post is where the for sale sign is. It does cost 20,000 septims to move in. Okay, you've got some nice chairs to sit and enjoy your view of the lake, a little spot to put your wood, and then check out your welcome mat. The O is the symbol for Oblivion, Elder Scrolls 4. That's a little creepy, but I like it. Let's enter the home. We're now inside our new home, Nyth, and I think you guys are really going to like this one. As expected by any Lierin home, it's well decorated, organized, and logical. This is our kitchen and dining area with a fall theme. The pumpkins, candle lighting, ivy, and wreaths make it feel like home. You even have a Thanksgiving-themed painting, flower basket, and Mr. Duck by the front door to greet you. Hello, Mr. Duck. Next, we'll turn our attention to the cooking station, which offers a cooking pot, oven, and harvestable ingredients on the wagon wheel. But let's say you're on a diet and don't want to see those dumplings. Click on this button to put them away, and then click it again to make them reappear for your midnight snack. Same goes for this cooking pot. Click on the ladle to make it go away, and click it again to reactivate. Now we're going to turn our attention to the wall. This wall serves as both decoration and name storage. Basically, if it looks like it, it stores it. Besides those little pumpkins, they're just for looks. And this grain mill works to produce bone meal, flour, and straw with the proper ingredients. We'll take one more slow spin around to enjoy the view, and then we're headed to the washroom. You really nailed this room, Lierin. Looks great. In the washroom, you have a working sink that you can turn on and off. Along with this feature, the home also offers a bathroom for every bedroom, and all of those faucets can turn on and off too, as well as every fireplace. Here you have a butter churn that can produce butter every once in a while, and a bag for your travel food. Now let's head downstairs and let the real fun start. In the basement, we have a library and display room. Starting in the corner, you have a painting of a fellow dragon slayer handling business. Next, you have displays for dragon claws, paragons, elder scrolls, black books, Mirax's sword, the doorway to the master bedroom, and a ton of bookshelves for the bookworms of Skyrim. You can either collect books the good old-fashioned way to populate the shelves, or Lierin included a cheat chest with a copy of every book in the game. The same applies for the displays. There is a cheat chest in the bedroom if you just want it finished immediately, or you can find each item individually, if you want. Your choice. The chest is helpful to Legacy of the Dragonborn players like myself, because we don't have to choose if we want an item displayed at Nyth or Legacy of the Dragonborn's museum, because we can have it both ways. Now let's see what other items this place has to offer. Here's a Shrine of Archay. I like that globe under the stairs, that looks cool. Shrine to Zenithar. Look at that ship painting on the other side of the stairs too, that looks really neat. And this dagger display is fire. Look at that thing, that is so cool. Okay, one more spin around and we are headed towards the master bedroom. And the first thing I want to show you is the cheat book chest. That's the chest that contains all of the books in the game. You also have a container for your jewelry, notes and letters, a picture of your wife or girlfriend, a safe, and then you have storage for your clothes. You have storage for just normal clothing, noble clothing, heavy armor, robes, and light armor, and they look like what they're stored under. Next, we have a fireplace with a blade shield mounted above it, and if you go over here to where the poker is and you click on it, you can deactivate the fire. And then you can activate it by clicking on it again. And then you've got a nice sitting area, and it looks like you might have a backgammon table. I've never played it myself, but that table looks awesome. And then over here you have some Thieves Guild displays, and again, those aren't there automatically. You have to find the item and put it there, or you can use the cheat chest, and you have some storage for your scrolls, a shrine to Nocturnal, and if you notice that that's turned around the wrong way, it's just a mod conflict I have. It's not anything wrong with the mod. Over here you have your bed area, and look at those cool sheets and pillows. That rug posted above it looks really neat, the statue of Mara, and then I really like these custom chests. She used those in her Riverview Apartment mod, and she said that that is her favorite mod that she's ever made, but I'll tell you what, I like this one better, in my opinion. Although that one's a great mod too. You also have amulet storage for the divines, and then this is your cheat chest for your display items if you want to go ahead and grab those. I've already taken them and used them. Look at that cool clock model, that is so cool. And then we're going to turn around and we're going to head to the bathroom next, the master bath. In the master bath we have a nature painting, a box of mushrooms, and then we have a shower and bath area to the right. This knob turns on your bath water. And this lever is your shower water. And this last one, I'm not really sure what this does. Not sure. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and move on. And then we have a double vanity with apocryphal lights. Over here you've got your towels and soaps. You've got a medicine cabinet that you can open and close. Love the clickies. And then over here is your toilet. And of course, no Skyrim home mod's bathroom would be complete without copies of the lusty Argonian maid by the toilet. Nice. Now we're headed to a foyer area where you can go to the children's room, followers room, or crafting room. This home does accommodate 6 children and 4 followers. Let's take a right to go towards the children's room. And as we enter the room, we have a sitting area and 2 creepy looking dolls. I'm pretty sure I remember that from my childhood from the movie Poltergeist. I think those things could haunt me in my dreams. Take a moment to notice the warm lighting and beautiful rugs. There's a wardrobe for their clothes. And then here's their private bathroom with a toilet, paper rolls, towels, soaps, and a bathtub. And here's a table for their studies, a bunk bed, less creepy dolls, and a stuffed animal. And then look at this cool fish area over here. How real did those fish look? Super neat. She also offered the option to turn off the pump that stops the water noise if that's something that bothers you. Just click there. She also said the fish wouldn't die, so no worries about that. Cool artwork about the fish too. There's another fireplace for you. And then look at this wall of toys. Makes me want to go over there and play with them. There's a practice dummy, another bunk bed, and look at this cool art table. You're growing little art prodigies too. And then you have some blocks with the dragon tongue on it, very nice. And a horse quilt. Now we're entering the foyer area. It has some display cases to show off your valuables. You also get 4 mannequins to store your best armor, as well as 2 mannequins that provide a set of blades armor and dragonplate armor included. If you like the armor I added, I'll be featuring it soon. Be sure to watch that episode, I think you're really going to like it. Now we're heading into the followers' quarters. Look at that map of Skyrim. A place to store some weapons. And before I forget to tell you, Lierin said she made plenty of idle markers for NPCs, so if you bring kids and followers, you should walk into a pretty lively home. Here are both sets of bunk beds for your 4 followers and an alchemy lab. Look at that cool painting with the lady chasing the butterflies, a dining table, a fire. It looks like you've got a place to play pool, and even a target for dagger throwing. Kind of like darts, but with daggers instead. And then here's a shrine to Debella. It looks like you've got a little sauna area in here. Probably going to sweat up a storm. And then once you get sweaty, you've got to get cleaned off. So here's your shower area. There's the knob that turns on the water. And then there's the shower head. And you're a man of culture, so you've got a painting for your followers here as well. And then you've got some paintings on this wall over here. And then on this table, I don't know if this is a game board or what, but this looks kind of creepy, but I like it. Okay, we're headed towards the crafting room now, but first, if you decide for whatever reason you don't want a follower's room, you can click on this button, and it just walls that area off. Same thing for the children's room. Let's say you decide you don't want kids, hit this other button, and it walls that off with a dragon priest picture instead. Those are some polar opposites. Kids, dragon priests. Well, they can have some similarities. In the crafting room, you have a shrine to Stendar, a spot to store more weapons, and that cool poster. It looks like you're trying to learn how to use an arcane enchanter. Next to that, you've got a staff enchanter, name storage for heartstones, a place to store staves, and a dragon priest mask wall. Here you have a place to store Wuthrod, and here's your smelter. You can turn it on and off by clicking on these tongs. Next we have a shrine to Talos, a spot to store your armor, an anvil, a workbench, and along that wall is a lot of named storage for spell tomes, skill books, all smithing ingredients, boots, a shrine to Kenrith, a trash can for unwanted items, general weapons storage goes in that bin, and I like the pictures and descriptions of the weapons above the weapon rack. And look at that glowing Spriggan, that's super cool. Over here you've got a tanning rack and a grindstone, and look, you've even got a spider imbuing chamber. This place has it all. Speaking of having it all, look at this glowing mushroom garden, a butterfly display, artwork of ingredients. You've got some clicky cabinets that store potions and poisons above your alchemy lab, and that glowing book beside it is the Arcane Enchanter with soul gem storage and the Shrine of Akatosh above it. And here are the insect jars on display. Now I'm about to turn off my EMB and show you what that looks like. Okay, this is vanilla lighting with the lighting the mod author used in Creation Kit. And man, does this look awesome or what? I don't often turn off my EMB, but I think this has it beat. What do you guys think? Do you like the lighter look from earlier, or do you like the contrast between the darker lighting with the light sources really being accentuated? Also, what are your thoughts on the rest of the home? For those of you who love Lierin's homes, how does this one compare to her other homes? Personally, this is my favorite one of hers that I've seen. I love the location, the outdoor areas, the named storage throughout, and the decoration is amazing. especially in the crafting room, although all the rooms look great. Being able to keep 4 followers and 6 children is a definite plus too. This has been our first upload in a while, but I am so thankful we got this home, and to know that another 1 and possibly 2 more homes might be released by this year's end is pure excitement. Let me know what you think. This concludes our tour of Nyth. If you enjoyed the show, please click the like button and leave a comment with your thoughts. To see more of my past tours, click the playlist on the top left. To see my future content, click the channel icon on the bottom left to subscribe. And to never miss an episode, click the bell icon to receive notifications of when I post. As always, thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next episode.